Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today I kind of really want to talk about Kevin Smith lying, and it's kind of a follow-on to the video that I've already done. Go check it out where I kind of break down the series. But this is kind of one thing that really irritates me, because it just shows that Kevin is a complete liar in this. And the fact is that he doesn't want anyone to know, or he doesn't remember the right ones to say. But I feel like it's more of a big difference from saying, oh, I used to watch it when I was younger, to what he's going to say now. Now, I'm just disappointed more than anything. But with this, it destroys his credibility to what he's going to do. And I feel like he's going to try and bring some back. But unfortunately, due to his actions, due to everything that's been going on, I just don't feel like I just feel like it's a shit thing. I feel like he's lost so much credibility, to me at least, that I just can't stand it. It just irritates me. So he'll sign an NDA, so he can't say anything. Apparently Mattel approached him. He didn't go after it. And I feel like Mattel should have done something. I think that Mattel thought, well, Kevin Smith's a really big geek, so he loves He-Man. Like, he'll know it. But I reckon that even when they got him in, he was like, yeah, I fucking love He-Man. You know, then spread some bullshit about, and then now it's like, oh, fuck it, I don't like it whatsoever. But this is what, if I was Mattel, this is what I would look at. And I would actually probably, you know, there'd be some calls very soon to Kevin and say, look, you fucked up. You know, you need to stop fucking talking about it. He says, like, I would never have put that together. You know, he said he was a younger teenager during the He-Man's run on 1983 to 1985, and he wasn't a die-hard fan. He said, I almost hate-watched it because I was like, this show's for babies. He said, they have one of the baddest ass villains in history. Skeletor visually incredible, and all they did was somersault and not really fight. Nobody ever got stabbed, but in the 80s, so you watched everything that was on. He should know that everything in the 80s was completely different back then. It wasn't the fact where you could like stab people in cartoons, because it wasn't that time. Now would be completely like, everything is now completely different. But back then, when you're trying to sell toys, like, can you imagine if He-Man stabbed and killed Skeletor in the first thing? You wouldn't be able to bring that back. Like, yeah, he'd do a somersault and then he'd be defeated or whatever, and that's literally how it was. Same thing as like with Thundercats, even with Spider-Man in the 90s, where he never really threw a punch or something. It was always webbing or whatever. You know, even in Turtles, when Michelangelo wouldn't be able to use his nunchucks properly. So Kevin should know all this sort of this, as he's grown up with this over the brand. And I feel like, you know, Kevin, you've really done a disservice to the He-Man franchise. So again, it says here, but David and Netflix director original series Ted had hit upon a third approach of the property, a show that would be for those adult fans who grew up living He-Man. David said, not even the regime, let's do a direct conclusion to the classic 80s era. So there we go, a conclusion to it, where you've taken 3 years of probably amazing stories and destroyed it within, what, a couple of episodes. You messed up Teela completely. You've taken her character completely and made her a fucking bitch. You know, you've ruined the franchise to the point where you just don't care, where you've got your stuff and you're completely out. You know, Kevin was probably paid millions to do this. He did a half-assed job and just literally left it, and then went to attack fans. It just fucking pisses me off so much. Yeah, I hear David and Bazel wanted Smith to do the same with He-Man, take the show from the 1980s and continue that story with those characters, only now for an adult audience. Finally, He-Man and Skeletor could really do battle, and one or both could get stabbed. Like, I don't want to see these characters get stabbed, because what would that bring? I don't get it. What would that bring to the point where you're more like, oh shit, they've stabbed each other? I know the fan base reacts like when they didn't get the thing they grew up watching. But Kevin, right, this isn't what they grew up with. It's basically what you wanted, and you've messed them up completely to the point where characters are either unlikable, all men are, some of the men are dicks, or you don't like that idea. Like, it's just annoying. Like, characteristics of the men, it fucking pisses me off to no end, because you have people come in and go, I'm going to fucking destroy them. And the fact is that now it gets to the point where Kevin has also damaged Netflix's reputation as well, because they're just going to turn around and be like, well, Netflix doesn't give a shit about it. They just want money. And this is what costs them so much that they will just drop it. At the end of the day, if I had a company and someone came up and was just like, oh yeah, they don't give a shit, I would be, oh fucking shit, that's not what we want. Yeah, they don't give a shit about you, so they're going to fucking get rid of you. It's all about money to them. And that fucking ruins it. Either just pay attention to the series. But Kevin was paid his big check and he's left. He doesn't give a shit. He's on to the next project of what he is. Fucking Hollywood boy. He goes, I yearn to watch the show I thought I was watching in childhood. That's when I'm looking for here. The same show, but people can die. Can you do that? Smith said. And I was like, that's the only thing I can do. The fans don't want their favorite characters to die, or in your fact, die, go to heaven to find them, bring them back, and then be like, oh shit, we're going to fucking kill them again. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Either fucking kill it so he can't come back at all, and be like, He-Man's dead, whoopsie. Fucking hell, Kevin. Honestly, if it had been anything else outside of that, if they were like, we want you to reinvent this for modern age, that would have scared me of creativity, because I'm not that intuitive or intensive, whatever. Smith continued, and also because I know what a fan base reacts like that, likes when they don't get the thing they grew up with. You think I'm going to be the fall guy for that? You already are the fucking fall guy. You are the fucking fall guy that ruined people's shows because you think that, you know, you need a strong woman, or woman as people say, because of shit. And I'm so sorry, Kevin, but literally you could have done something better. What you've done is you have become the fall guy, because if Mattel turns around later on, or Netflix, and they go, oh shit, this hasn't done well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is the fact is they're going to blame you. You're then going to try and blame them, but you know, they've got bigger power, so they'll say, you fucking say anything and we'll sue you to oblivion. We'll fucking bury your career. That's what they will do. It's not a thing where, you know, you are the fall guy. You are the fucking fall guy in this. Fucking pisses me off. What was it? I'm involved in a thing. It's going to be true to that. I'm going to be true to the franchise. You weren't true to the franchise. You saw your fucking way out. You saw your fucking thing that you wanted to do, and you didn't stay true to the franchise. Let's put it this way. You made Sorceress a dumb woman because she couldn't fucking sense. And even when she's in the Castle Grayskull, or the Hall of whatever, she says like, oh, you know, I could tell your thing. Yet you've got a fake He-Man. You made Duncan, who is possibly one of the best characters, turn around into I'm so sorry that I didn't make Teela her breakfast when she was younger. I'm so sorry. I can't lead against Eternia. You took out all men out of the thing, and you made the women bitch about Skeletor and He-Man. And the fact is that you made Teela a fucking bitch. A fucking horrible, salty bitch. Because she was fucking lied to. Yet again, it was a secret to protect Eternia, and she couldn't figure it out. In the fucking first episode, it's all about Teela. You then have Teela is so fucking hurt that she hates everybody. I'm sorry, you've not kept things to the franchise. You've just fucking ruined it. Honestly, if you didn't know anything outside, honestly, I didn't know the fanbase reacts like that. You're the fucking fall guy. And yet, a little more than 24 hours after the debut of Master of the Universe Revelation on Netflix, and despite near universally glowing notices from critics, again, they were all just fucking in the back pocket. Wouldn't be surprised if you paid someone to fucking do it. In the first episode, however, David and the rest of the creative team made a bold creative decision. He-Man seamlessly dies as Skeletor, the result of the cataclysmic battle that also leaves Eternia devoted to magic. Now, that would have been a really cool story if, like, maybe He-Man had to go around and do it because he has no power, or, you know, again, it could have been Teela, which would have been fine, but you just fucking made it unlikable. Oh, like, again, even the design, like, the characters look fine, but, like, I really liked Orko as well, but no, notice how, like, oh, it feels like they photoshopped Roboto in. it's just all of this is just shit. I'm gonna leave it here because I'm just gonna get more ranty. Does it say anything quite decent? No, like literally, if you read the script, I think Mattel should have literally gone, no, rewrite it, fucking redo it again. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on Kevin lying? There's so much stuff I want to talk about. We're going to record as much as we can tonight. If not, this will be out over the next couple of days. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。